Hello there, YouTube. This is the Rogue Gem Player, and I'm coming at you with a new deck profile. It's been a hot minute, and I apologize. Let's just say life takes a different meaning, especially after a year. But I'm back, and I'm here to show off a new deck. This is going to be Ninjas, and you'll be seeing deck profiles on this channel once every week or two. Just something that I've been brewing in preparation for Master Rule 5 or because they become irrelevant when Master Rule 5 kicks in. AKA, this deck changes quite a bit when Master Rule 5 comes in, mainly because some of the good tech cards become irrelevant later on down the line. So, to start off, we're playing 3 Hanzo, the best normal summon in the deck, and because Ash Blossom is being phased out of the game at the moment because of Droll's exceeding playability, it's less likely to be negated outside of impermanence, but your opponent is going to hold that in most cases for other problem cards such as the extra deck. We are playing 3 Yellow Ninja and 3 Upstart Golden Ninja because we have to keep our level 4 count high so we can still access the rank 4 toolbox when we need it. We are playing 3 Jogan because it and a Jitsu art, along with any ninja in your hand, they can be normal summon equals Saizo, which is pretty important. 2 Getsuga because we need to be able to recur our stuff, and it's a pretty good card when you're linking over things, and it's a good follow-up play to tribute Saizo over in order to kind of give you some better link options. 3 Droll because it's the best hand trap of the format at the moment, and you kind of need this card. 3 copies of the Ninjutsu Village, Hidden Village. Kind of, you just need this card. Recurring advantage endlessly allows you to kind of keep the grind game open a little bit longer than normal. 3 Notebook, 2 Alchemy, 3's too many. You really don't want to trade in your ninjutsu arts for draws all the time, especially if you're trying to unbrick your hand and you still need Notebook to access stuff. 3 Instant Fusion. You need this. It's really good with Cross Sheep now because you can use the Millennium or Thousand Eyes to out problem cards. 1 Reinforcement, 2 Succession, 3 Super Poly, and 1 Double or Nothing. You pretty much need this to kind of get over big things, and also it's a good game ender. 3 Impermanence, 1 Rust Mist. This is mainly in here because it's a good card when you're going first and you're just normal summon, set a bunch and in turn, especially if you kind of brick. It also makes it so that if your opponent mass summons monsters, they really can't do anything unless the monster has more than 3,600 attack in order to run over the Hanzo at full stats. Um, 2 Shadow Ceiling. This gets phased out in Master Rule 5. The only reason why this is good right now is it because you can lock your opponent's extra monster zone, keeping them out of the game into a certain extent. It's not permanent per se, especially since if you play it correctly, you can get around Lightning Storm. If you hit it when they have monsters on board, they can't out it. So 1 Duplication. It's used to kind of reset the Hanzo. If you bricked and you opened up Yellow or Upstart, but you didn't open up any other traps, you could either ditch the trap for Hanzo, or you can use Hanzo to tag out into another Hanzo to get an extra search to fix your hand. And then 1 Mirage Transformation because you can target the opponent's graveyard for certain key cards, especially if they're trying to bring them back for link plays or something like that. Or if they're going to cross sheep into something, you can target it, take it, and you trigger your village. For the extra deck, just super poly targets form of Amduk, Starving Venom, and then for instant fusion, it's Millenniumized and Thousand Ice Restrict, the Utopia package, uh, Blade Armor Ninja because it's a ninja, so it fits under the field spell, so you can trigger it. It also can be protected by the field spell, and you can double hit for stuff. Abyss Dweller, you kind of need this card for like Salamangreat. So, and then for the links, we're playing Cross Sheet, Isolde. We're not playing any equip spells for this effect, so we're only using it because it's a generic link 2 for the deck, and it kind of helps fix your hand because you can put the Getsuga in the graveyard sooner if you need to add it at that point. It's an extra search if you need it. We're then playing 2 Saizo. You generally want to make one of it because you need to get more advantage through this card, and it also fixes your hand if you semi-bricked with monsters rather than spell traps. It kind of helps dig into your deck because you can get to Notebook if you need it. And then we're playing Appaloosa and Boral Sword because you really need access to big monsters that can just go for game or just to stun your opponent long enough to buy you some time. So that's the deck. Obviously, this isn't going to be relevant for very long, probably for March. And this is just a fun deck to be completely honest. I want to preface that by saying that yes, there are drolls and stuff like that, but the whole purpose of this deck is really just to establish a semi-decent board, um, stun your opponent long enough so you can kind of Boral Sword them out of the game, or if need be, make Utopia double and OTK them that way. So I hope you guys like the deck. Leave comments down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.